today we're going to be talking about sharing my faith. Now, I'm going to ask Emma and Lily to come up here, please, because they're going to help me with this next part of my sermon. These are my daughters. You come over to this one, Emma. I'm going to let you take your mask off for a minute, okay? Climb up there. Now, Lily, the iPad is for Daddy, not for you. Okay. So, you guys are going to help me tell a story. Let's try not to swivel too much in these chairs, okay? Can you help me? So, one of the things we're going to talk about today in sharing your faith is actually how not to share your faith. That's our main lesson today, and these girls are going to help me tell a story. It's a story from the Bible. Okay, you ready? Okay, a long time ago, there was a prophet named... Oh. There we go. There was a prophet named who?
Jonah.
Jonah. Is that right, Lily? Jonah? Okay, sometimes they say Samuel. We do this Bible story a lot when getting ready for bed. And God told Jonah, where did he tell him to go, Lily?
Nineveh.
Where?
To Nineveh.
To Nineveh. Now, you guys are kind of shy this morning. Don't worry about your shoe. So, what did God want Jonah to do in Nineveh? Anybody want to? Yeah.
Tell the bad guys about God.
You tell the bad guys about God? Why do you say they were bad guys? Why were they bad, Lily?
Because they didn't listen to the mommies.
They didn't listen to the mommies? I bet you're right about that. What else? Why else were they bad, you think?
They punched people.
They punched people? Well, that's not very nice. Can you think of something else they may have done, Lily?
They littered.
They littered? They probably... That's a major capital offense at our house, by the way. Yeah. We see trash on the road. They want to pull over and pick up every piece because that's the worst thing in the world. They littered. I bet they were litterers. What else, Emma? Why else did you say they were bad? Any other reasons?
They bite people.
They bite people? They may have bit people. They were not nice, were they? They were mean, yeah?
They also
What?
hit people on the head.
Hit people on the head? I bet they did all the... Oh, you got another one? Okay.
They say selfish to people.
They were selfish. They probably said mean things. They were not nice people. Did they love everybody? No, they didn't love people. They were mean to people. Oh.
No.
Okay, good. That was a good answer. The Ninevites were mean. They were not nice. They did not love people. And God said, Jonah, I want you to go to Nineveh and tell those people. What's he supposed to tell them?
Tell them to be nice.
Tell them to be nice. What?
Not be mean.
And not be mean. That's pretty basically it, actually. He wanted to say, repent, change your ways. And Jonah was really happy about going to Nineveh, wasn't he?
No.
He wasn't happy? What did he do when God told him to go to Nineveh?
He got on a boat and go to the opposite direction.
He got on a boat and went in the opposite direction. Lily, why did Jonah get on a boat and go in the opposite direction?
Because he didn't want to go to Nineveh.
Right. What was he trying to do?
Sail away.
Sail away. Jonah wanted to run away. He wanted to hide from God. But there's a problem with trying to run away and hide from God.
He can see you everywhere.
He what?
He can see you everywhere.
He can see everywhere. Yeah?
You go.
You go. He can see you, everybody, everywhere you go. That's right. So Jonah got on this boat and he sailed out into the sea. And it was smooth sailing, right? It was just a pretty day and it's a great day to be on the sea, wasn't it? No, why?
No, because God sent a storm.
God sent a storm.
And the waves was crashing down him and it was raining and thundering.
Yes, it was raining and thundering. The waves were crashing against the boat. The winds were blowing hard.
The sailors was afraid.
And the sailors were afraid. These are professional sailors, and they were afraid. And what did they do? They cast lots to see who was responsible for this. And the lots fell on Jonah. Where did they find Jonah?
Downstairs.
Downstairs in the boat. And Emma, what was Jonah doing downstairs in the boat?
Sleeping.
He was sleeping. So they woke him up and they said, "Hey, wake up. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do?" And he said, "I'm a Hebrew, and I worship the God of heaven who created
The heavens and the earth.
the heavens and the earth and the sea. I worship the God of heaven who created the heavens and the earth, the sea and the sea." And they said, "The sea? What have you done, Jonah? Because the God of the sea is angry with us." Hold still, Lily.
Who join us in the ocean?
He said,
Throw me in the ocean.
"Throw me in the ocean." He said, "That's the only way we're going to stop this storm is if you throw me in the ocean, because God is upset with me because I disobeyed him." So they didn't throw him in the ocean right away. They said, "No, we're not going to do that. We can't do that." So they tried to row back to the shore. What happened? The harder they rowed back to shore, what happened, Emma? Or Lily? Okay. They rowed back to shore, but they couldn't make it. Why not?
Because they were still in the ocean.
What happened, Lily?
The storm got worse and worse.
Yeah, the storm got worse and worse. So they couldn't do it. So then they said, "Well, we're gonna have to throw him in the sea. We're gonna have to pick up Jonah and throw him in the sea." And they didn't want to do it. In fact, they prayed to God. These are pagan sailors, and they prayed to God, "God, forgive us. Forgive us for taking this man's life." And they threw him in the ocean. And then what happened after Jonah went in the ocean? What happened?
Big fish.
Whoa, before the big fish, what happened, Emma? What happened to the storm?
It got disappeared.
It disappeared. It what?
It got calm.
It got calm. The waves stopped. The wind stopped blowing. It stopped raining, thundering, and lightning. Everything was calm. And the sailors and the passengers on the boat praised God. They praised God. These are pagans who do not worship Yahweh, but they praised Yahweh. They offered a sacrifice to Yahweh.
Daddy?
Yes?
And also, the fish swallowed him up.
Okay, so everybody on the boat was safe and sound and happy.
But not Jonah.
But not Jonah. That's right. Jonah was sinking deeper and deeper into the ocean, to the sea, until what happened, Emma?
The fish swallowed Jonah up. I wanted to do that.
Well, don't be like a Ninevite. We have to share. You have to take turns. What were you going to say?
A big fish swallowed him up.
That's right. So Jonah was in the tummy of the fish for how long?
3 days.
3 days and 3 nights. Now, what was it like in the belly of the fish, you think?
It had fish slime and seaweed slime.
Fish slime and seaweed slime.
Fish guts.
Fish guts. It was nasty in there. Do you think it smelled good?
No.
What did it smell like?
It smelled like seaweed.
It smells like seaweed. It was nasty. Okay, so after 3 days, Jonah decides to pray to God. And he says, "God, I was wrong. I should have listened to you." Basically, I'm paraphrasing. Salvation is only found in God. And what did God tell that fish to do?
Swim to the shore.
Swim to the shore and, swim to the shore and what?
Spit out Jonah.
Spit out Jonah. So the fish swims to shore. He vomits Jonah on shore. What?
Jonah got disgusting from the fish guts.
Jonah is disgusting from the fish guts. I bet you're right about that. And he goes to Nineveh and he starts preaching a message to all the Ninevites.
People, you stop punching people, stop littering, and stop taking people's food.
Stop taking people's food, stop littering, stop being mean to people. That was basically his message. He said, repent, change your ways, or in 40 days, Nineveh is going to be destroyed.
Nineveh is going to be destroyed.
That's what I said. Yep. And so the people listened. The people actually listened to Jonah and they repented. And they started fasting and praying to Yahweh. Again, these are pagans, but they started praying to Yahweh. And then the king of the Ninevites heard about this, and he called for a national fast, a citywide fast, and praying. And they all prayed and they all repented, and God did not destroy the city.
And Jonah was really angry.
You're right. Jonah was very angry that God did not punish those people.
Because there's no shade.
Oh, yeah, no shade. You're skipping ahead a little bit, but you're right. God was angry that God did not, Jonah was angry that God did not destroy the Ninevites. And then he went outside to watch the cities just to see what God was going to do. And he built a shelter. And then you're right. It was so hot and he was so uncomfortable. God gave him a leafy plant to give him more shade. And then Jonah was like, oh, I love this leafy plant giving me so much shade. And then God caused the plant to die. And Jonah was angry again. And that's pretty much how the story ends. No?
It got worse.
What?
Because God asked him something.
God did ask him something, Lily. Are you reading my notes here? God said, Jonah, do you have any right to be upset and be angry? And Jonah said, yes, I have a right to be angry because I knew going into this that you're a God of love and compassion and that you relent and you don't punish people when they repent. That's why I'm angry. These people deserved it. Are you angry? Do you have a right to be angry about this plant and the shade being gone? Yes, I'm angry. And God said, Jonah, there's 120,000 people in this city. Don't I have a right to love them and have compassion on them? And that's how the book ends. And we're going to stop there because y'all are going to just take up my whole sermon time. So we're going to dismiss all our kids to class now. Thank you, girls. Here you go. Go meet your teacher.